nice and beautiful day. Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to say call on Yahawa, Ba'ashem, Yahawa Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Giving all praises to the great Ali Shaider of Israel, the great I am, the possessor of heaven and earth, of the spirits of heaven and earth. Also come before you in the name of Yahawa Shai, the Adonai, the HaMashiach, the light of this world, the one who died for Israel and rose to sit to become his father's royal right arm, my Redeemer, my Comforter, and my salvation. And the only one that pleaded his blood over Israel, the only nation, granted for salvation. Hallelujah. Giving all credit and much respect to his prophets, Great Millstone, the Cornerstone. They give us information, around the clock, breaking down words all the way from history to the Bible itself. Not only getting us to go back to Yahawa Shem Yahushai, but preparing us for these very strange times ahead of us, dark times ahead of us. They push to the limit. They're giving us wisdom, knowledge, and understanding every day, even if they got to revise certain things. It's a repetitive thing, to put into your head and to get you ready for these times. So that way, when it happens, you can say that you didn't have time to prepare, and you were warned beforehand, many years beforehand. But, shalom to the great millstone. Shout out to the Akim, the brothers that's in the word. You may not be from a camp, but you do go out to the highways and byways on your own. You do research on your own to the best of your abilities. Shalom to them, to those brothers that ain't from camps, but still they do the work. They still do something about it. Like the prophet said, just because you're not a prophet, you consider yourself a man of the Lord. Well, actually, no, yeah, you become a prophet, but you consider yourself a man of the Lord. You go out there to the highways and byways too. Do the best that you can. Do whatever you can, and keep going. Faith without works is dead. So as far as I'm concerned with that, if you consider yourself a man of Yahawa Shem Yahushai, you'll be out there on the highways and byways doing everything in your power, little by little. Even if you talk to one person, that's good. If you're standing out there where people can see you, that's awesome too. Right now, today, I'm hiding in the bushes right here because it's too hot and my phone would melt. So, I don't have a stand or nothing like that, but I do be out here, and Yahweh gave me a little bit of mercy, so he restored my balance. So I'll be out here a lot more and more. And, it's just good. Ask Yahweh for what you need, and that's all that matters. Shout out to the Aqua, the beautiful women that's in the Word. There may not be a lot of y'all beautiful women, but for y'all women that are in the Word, shout out to y'all. Much love to y'all as well. You fear the statute commandments of Yahawa Shem Yahushai and the name Yahushai. You listen and you learn in silence. If you don't have a man, you still listen to the spirit of Yahweh. If you do got a man, much power to that. You listen to your man worship Yahawa Shem Yahushai. Y'all both do. Shout out to you beautiful women that are doing that. Coming back to you with a video through the power and spirit of Yahawa Shem Yahushai. The title today is called Loneliness. Yes, it is. Because I know it's a lot of brothers out there that get lonely, but it's a good thing, because being lonely, allows you to connect with Yahawa Shem Yahushai and connect with yourself. It builds character. It builds strength, and builds more stability, and it teaches you about, more of yourself and the world around you. It let the spirit of Yahawa Shem Yahushai come in and clean you up. And, you do what you got to do. And it's a great thing. So don't ever downplay this. A lot of brothers do need this. A lot of brothers do need it. And it's important. It's not always good to have friends. It's not always good to be in your family face. It's not always good to have people around or something to, it's not always good to play video games. Let's find another one. Always going out, doing drugs. That's not always good at some point. You got to stop all those things and change it, especially the drug part. The drug part, it completely gets you down. You got to train your body, your mind, and your spirit, all in all, to have a well-balanced body to the best that you can, a strong spirit and a strong mindset. And it's not only to help you in your daily life, but it's also to prepare you for the times that are coming, because we are born in the times of great change and in the times of major change, and you're going to need this. So you're going to need this. It says in the Bible, wisdom and knowledge and understanding shall be the stability of the times, the strength of salvation, the fear of Yahawa Shem Yahushai is a beautiful treasure. Amen to that. That right there is very important. This wisdom and knowledge understanding is a part of the order that the Most High establishes in you. And plus, in these times, if you do get the power, or you are a survivor, and so to speak, of all of this that's about to happen, you will be considered a man of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, a warrior of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Most High is not just building up men, he building up strong warriors, for the times that are coming. So, a lot of this is very important, and I don't know, a lot of this is in the book of Proverbs and the book of Psalms. Is certain precepts and certain directions that can get you into that mode of learning how to be on your own, learning how to make the right choices, learning how to maintain your life, and most importantly, you got to ask Yahweh for this, because you can't just go up and just take it and say, I'm going to change my life, I'm going to make it better. You got to ask the Lord for it, and the Most High is going to put the Spirit in you, and you're going to do it. Because I have noticed that in a lot of people do say certain things that they're going to do, but they never get to it. Why? Because they didn't ask Yahweh for it, and the Most High is the one that decides whether you're going to change or he's going to leave you the way you are. So, be very cautious about that. And sometimes, like they say, you don't even have to say nothing. The Lord knows what you want before you want it, or the Lord knows what you want before you ask. So you got to be very careful with that, because people who don't pray, people who don't ask powerful, like for certain things subconsciously, in a weird way they do, spiritually in a weird way they do, and they get it, but sometimes it don't be the right thing. And sometimes what they ask for can hinder them in a critical way, and it can make a problem for them in the near future if they decide not to change, if they decide not to go to Yahweh Shem Yahushai, or seek that wisdom to need the right things. Ask for what you need instead of asking for what you want. You can easily see it in people, certain people in your life, oh, this guy, he said he trying to make it. He said he want to do better. But on the sidelines, he got a woman and he got a baby. So, but he's trying to get his future together, but none of it is working. So that's wisdom too, and observation. So what did he really ask God for? He asked Yahweh for a family, not knowing that he asked Yahweh for a family, and he wasn't even ready. And he did that. And the Most High put it on him to have a family instead of having a future. So it's totally messing him up, because he doesn't understand the spirituality. He don't understand Yahweh. Like the Most High said, Yahweh is a generous God. And at the same time, sometimes the things that a gift can be a curse, or a blessing can be a curse. And you got to be careful what you ask Yahweh for. So, ask for Yahweh for what you need instead of what you want. Have it on your subconscious, and pray, and keep praying and keep having it on your subconscious. And in time, Yahweh willing, he give you what you need so you can be able to make that change and to be a better person. Because a lot of people that say that they want this, they want that, you got to look at what they already have. That's wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Look at what they already have. That's what you ask for. That's what you truly want. A guy can say, oh, I'm going to be a rapper. I'm going to be a superstar. One of these days I'm going to make it. I'm going to be in and out of the booth forever and ever. But come to find out, he is a drug user, and he smokes weed all day. And he smoke weed with his friends, and he sell weed. So that's what you really asked for. You didn't ask to be a rapper or / superstar. You asked to be a drug user and a smoker, So you always got to focus on what people want, on what people already have before they want it, and you can be able to observe what they really got from God, because that is a critical part of being it's better. That's why I'm saying for the loneliness part, it's part of that too. You need to have wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and be able to discern things, be able to observe things, be able to watch, be able to learn, be able to understand. Yahweh is a great teacher, and it's nothing wrong with that. That's what he's teaching you for, so you can be a man, you can be a strong teacher, and hopefully, you might get some disciples, you might get some friends down the line that might look towards you and after you, and take example of after you, if you get to that point, and if you decide whether you want friends or not, because me personally, I can care less about friends. That's another thing that the Bible tell you about, because friends, they come and go like wind, so 9 times out of 10, you don't really need them. It doesn't really matter. If they're not in the word, then they can't be your friend, Well, they can be your friends, but if they're not in the word, it really is not much of an importance. So, we can go to the book of Psalms and learn a thing or two about that too. I just think that it's better that way. Let me see. Give me 1 second. I gotta find Proverbs. I might as well just go there. I'm always in Proverbs. Okay, we got something from the book of Proverbs. Book of Proverbs, chapter 17, verse 1. I can start anywhere from this book, and it can always give you something to learn about, something to settle with, more understanding, more knowledge. You got to be smart, Most importantly, be by yourself. It says, 17, better is a dry morsel with quietness than a house full of feasting with strife. That's another thing, Sometimes you could just, if you got a big family and you're dealing with a lot, you can go and seclude yourself by yourself. You don't need the family to be around for you to have attention, for you to have attention and advice and seek things that you want out of them. Sometimes you just got to be by yourself and ask yahawa for the things that you want, the things that you need to work on, what you need to focus on. If you're a good spirit in that sort of sense, you would do something like that. It says, a wise servant will rule over a son who causes shame and will share an inheritance among the brothers. That's right. So if you wise and you smart, and you go, because you can have family, you can even have a brother or a sister, but it all depends on who yahawa is looking at that outstands the most, that's doing the best that they can, who has the strongest spirit. So, your brothers and sisters, they can all be good at something. Hell, they can be better than you, but that's not who Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is looking at. He's looking at the one with the good spirit, the one that is doing things for him, the one that's trying to be pleased, no, trying to please him and trying to be in his sight and stick close to him. So, you know, that is a perfect one too. You can even have a brother, you know, he might do certain things better than you. He might have certain things, more things than you, but is the Most High paying attention to him? No, the Most High is focused on you and what you're doing and what kind of moves that you're making and how you worshiping him and how you praying to him. You know, because out of all those kids, you know, at least one or two of them could be a son of the Most High. You know, like it could be like three brothers, but one brother was better than all the brothers, and he was the son of the Most High, and all he did was pray. He did what he had to do. You know, he got videos. He go to work. He do everything in the power. He do everything in his power to make sure everything is okay. That's the one that's gonna end up progressing, even though it, like it said in the Bible, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. So he gonna get his blessing last, but it's gonna be the best blessing of all. And the ones that were first, their time has passed. So you got to be able to look at that too. It says a wise servant will rule over a son who causes shame and will share an inheritance among his brothers. Yes, the Most High does have favoritism among the Israelites. Yes, he has his favorites. He has the ones that he least likes. It's just like that, and it's always going to be like that. You know, life is like that. You know, like how a group of men, how one girl, she liked the group of men, but out of all those men, she want to be with the most, and she want the most. It's like that. It really is like that. So favoritism is a thing in the eyes of Yahawa Shem Yahushai, and that's just what it is. You can have somebody that God hates, and you can have somebody that God loves. It's really like that. God is not an all-loving spirit that's just going to love everybody and take everybody in, no matter what you are, no matter how you are. That is totally wrong. That is totally wrong. Yahawa Shem Yahushai is both love and hate, and he can choose to hate somebody or he can choose to love them. It says the refining pot is for silver and the furnace for gold, but Yahweh tests the hearts. That's right. So you can be as silver in the eyes of Yahawa Shem Yahushai, or you can be as fine gold. But overall, you're going to get tested. The Most High is going to see if he can break you. You know, the Most High is going to see if he can make you fail. The Most High is going to be against you. Sometimes he can be against you all around about and make your life a living hell. You know, but but would you still love him in the end? Will you accept Yahweh in the end? Like it says in the book of Job, Yahweh give, Yahweh take away. If you can accept good with Yahweh, then can't you accept his adversity? A lot of people break under the pressure that the Most High put on them, and then they go get mad at Yahawa Shem Yahushai. You know, they be against it. Some of them don't believe in him. Some of them don't care. Even if they don't know who he is, they still slander him and be like, oh, what God has ever done for me, and I've done everything for myself. I built this all with my bare hands, you know. Or, you know, why Yahweh ain't got me up out of my predicament, or why God ain't took care of me, or why he has not blessed me yet. You know, because the Most High could be against you. You know, he got people that he is allowed to progress, and he got people that he can be against, and he got people that are being tested and they fail. They don't understand why, and sometimes you can keep failing at the same test until the day you pass, and then you move along, and you know, you starting to realize that you're going through certain tests and certain obstacles that the Most High wants you to beat, that the Most High wants you to overcome, especially for the brothers of Israel, the men of the Lord, especially for y'all, because you guys are men, and you guys are the men of God, and you are meant to excel and to surpass everybody. You know, you are meant to excel over your enemies. You are meant to surpass certain people. Where they failed at, you're going to do better. You know, so that is a huge thing. And that's another thing that a lot of people don't understand, is that, and the heart means mind. So he's going to test your mind. You're going to go through shit for days and days and days and days on end. For days on end. Yep, we got a short life, but the Most High can make it long, and he can make it suffering. Like they say, the Most High is long suffering. That is real. He can make your days real long. He can make your suffering real hard. He can make your life real bad, you know? He could put you through so much until the day that you actually overcome all those things, and things starting to lighten up in a sort of sense, and the Most High start lightening up on you, and and giving you good and giving you blessings instead of just making your life a living hell, because he can do that, Them tests is no joke, and a lot of people break under these tests. A lot of people get smashed under them. You got barely some of us that's barely doing well, just enough for us to get by. But you got some of them that's being defeated and being crushed. So, you got to look at that, because the Most High will test you. He'll throw a whole bunch of obstacles in your way. Bunch of obstacles, bunch of tests, bunch of trials. And a lazy man gonna give up and not do it right then and there. But a man of Yahawa Shem Yahshai, or somebody that loves the Lord, is going and take that challenge. And no matter how many times they get crushed, they're going to always get up and get back at it again. That's important to endurance. He who endures to the end shall be saved. So it says, an evildoer gives heed to false lips. A liar listens eagerly to a spiteful tongue. That's right. That's another thing. That's why the Most High what likes when you're by yourself. The prophets, they say, oh, it's cool to kick it. You got friends, you got friends. Yeah, that's true. You got friends, you got friends. There ain't nothing wrong with that. If you could keep it to a balance, that's cool. But the reason to be by yourself and to stay to yourself and just do the daily things that Yahweh wants you to do is to keep you out of harm's way. Because this is a good predicament, A liar listens eagerly to a false tongue. You got niggas that be acting fake. You got niggas that will turn around and betray you. You got niggas that will attack you. You don't even have to give them a reason. Just because you're a good person, and you just happen to be out, and you just happen to be around out in this world, and you just encounter situations like that. You got people that's really out there like that. You got certain people that'll lie on you, hate on you for no reason, make false accusations to make you look bad, and they know you're a good person. That's because they jealous that you are a good person. You got to understand you got that spiritual power too when you in the truth. It's to discern from good and evil, to discern from good spirits and bad spirits. That's important. That's real important right there. So, keep that in mind. Try to stay out of the way. But when you are in these predicaments, or you see these predicaments, you don't have to be a part of them. You can just see them happening. That's another learning lesson, another observation, because you got people like that. Fake people. It says, he who mocks the poor reproaches his maker. That's right. He who is glad at calamity will not go unpunished. That's right. So, sometimes in certain situations, it's not always good to laugh. It's not always good to put people into shame. When they mess up, or an evildoer make a mistake and he finally get his. Sometimes, it's just best to keep silence, or some people become sorrowful. It's the right thing to do. We're not evil people, that's in the truth. We just very strict. And then sometimes when the wicked get theirs, they get theirs, and they deserve it, Like the prophet say, hell, he deserved it. Why would I feel bad for him? Like the Bible say, pray not for this world. If the Most High didn't hear them, no, don't pray for them people, because if you pray to them, the Most High is not going to listen. He going to hear your prayers, but he's not going to care for the person that he got, because he took them away for a reason, But when certain accidents happen, or you see a poor person that's just out of his mind, that's just, possessed by evil spirits and just being destroyed by this world and the gravity of this world, you feel sorrowful for him, Or when somebody is asking you for some change or something like that, like Yahweh say, you attend to angels unawares. It'd be like small tests that you can miss, and the angel can go up there and report like, nah, he was mean, he was wicked to this poor man. And all this poor man asked for was for something to eat for the day, or, some money so he could get whatever that he need, even if it's none of your business, even if he getting something that's bad for him. The Yahweh just want to see if you generous like he generous. If you can give a blessing to another person like he gave a blessing to you. Like little stuff like that can get you caught up too, can have Yahweh against you. But, sometimes you might not feel like, giving, but, overall you still do give. Despite, what I'm saying, whatever happened, like me, for example, I got robbed. Some homeless people broke into my car and took my shoes and took my clothes. But, at the end of the day, I was mad at them, but, a couple of weeks later, a homeless person asked me for some change, and I gave him like $3, $4, $5, you know what I'm saying? And then after that, I kind of lightened up, and next homeless guy, he didn't even ask me for no money. He just asked me for some donut. He asked me for a donut and to buy him a coffee. I got him a big donut, And then I got him a coffee, and he ate it, and he was on his way. Sometimes Yahweh like that. Your generosity. You might be, the prophets, they hard up, but they still good, generous people. They're not just evil, wicked. No, they strict as hell though. Let's get that right. They are strict as hell, but ultimately they are good men. They just strong steermen, like Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is. That he is very strict. He is very strong. So I admire that. But he had a good heart, and he blessed anybody that he could within all his power. Overall, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, his son Yahushua was beautiful, and he was a good man. He was the Messiah, and overall he was an awesome man. He was awesome. Despite what the Israelites did and how wicked they were, for the ones that followed him, he blessed them, he took care of them. And for some of them for the majority of them that needed help, and people that came to him lame, blind, you had people that was demonically possessed, lunatics, you had people that was suffering from retardation, and they needed that help, So when they came to Yahweh was given generous and freely, and they gave themselves to him, And that's why you think in the stories, when Yahushua was walking around, wherever he went, it was the 12 disciples, and it was a mass group of people, of Israelites that followed him, because they saw the miracles that he did, and they saw the stuff that happened, and he blessed them. He took care of them. Like, he made a blind man see. He made a lame man walk. Certain things like that is unforgivable. So by you giving some food to, a homeless man, you just fed him for that day. Who knows at the end of the day, he could have starved to death if you wouldn't have gave him none of that. Who knows at the end of the day, he couldn't get what he needed, and he just suffered another horrible day. Despite whatever he going through, whatever he's dealing with, you attend angels unaware, so be attentive to that. Or, sometimes it's not always good to laugh at people when bad things happen to them. You got to have that understand, and you don't got to make them feel better, but, you don't got to laugh at them and be wicked like they were. Try to do something different. But now you got certain instances where the prophets is right. They did wickedly and something happened to them. Shoot, you get laughed at sometimes. You get humiliated. The Lord does that. You got to understand the balance and know how to discern things. Period, point blank. Period. It says, children's children are the crown of old men, and the glory of children is their father. That's right. That's right. Your child is your prodigy. So if you can teach your child Yahweh Shem Yahushai, when, like it says, honor thy mother and thy father, the child is going to honor you, and he going to have respect over you. And then in a sense, the children of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, the Israelites, they are the children, and the children of the Father. So we do our best we can to honor him and to praise him and to love him every day, all the time. Have him on your heart, Love Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and then teach your children and your children's children. That's how they had strong generations in ancient days that knew the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and that loved Yahweh Shem Yahushai too. And it's best to get them at a young age. Get them at a young age, so when they grow up, they can grow up with the word. If we still got time for all that, because all the things that's happening in the world, time is very short. It is truly short. You ain't got that much time. You really don't. Now is at a point in time to where we about to cross the threshold of not knowing time or day. We don't know the time or day period of when these prophecies and all this stuff do happen. But now we at a point to where it can pop up out of the blue. Like after this year, anything can go. It could pop up out of the blue. You can go to sleep one day, and then you can wake up to everything just on fire. People rioting, everything is just happening, and you got to get out of where you at right then and there. So Yahweh will come at a thief, like a thief in the night, and you got to be prepared for all of that. But overall, try the best that you can to treat your kids right and to raise them right. That way, when you put it in them, they have it, and Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai can bless them and save you. Because it's a lot of men in these times that when God come for that payment, you know what I'm saying? When Yahweh come for that payment, he could snatch your family to fulfill the debt that you owe him. So you got to be very wary, or he gonna let the whole family escape because they all believe in him and they all love him, and he'll have mercy on them and pass over them. But for some men that just can't, their families just don't get it right and they just don't believe him, he'll save him and he'll take his family, and make them pay whatever debt that they owe. He don't necessarily got to owe a debt to Yahweh, but these people individually owe Yahweh. You know, so they don't pay that debt, then the Most High can take their life. For the wages of sin is death, but life is eternal through Yahawa Shem Yahushai. I think I chopped it up, but you know, you understand what I mean. You know, so overall, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, you know, you don't want to do the best that you can to get your family into the word, because the day is coming to where if they're not in the word, they got to pay that debt, you know. So, and it could be, and then most likely it'll be their life, you know. So, you know, be careful with that. Make sure that your children's children honor you, you know, because nowadays the children is more worse than the generation before them. So, you know, 9 times out of 10, if the father is wicked, then the son is wicked. And that's not a good thing. That's bad. You know, or individually, we all got different spirits, you know, so when the Most High, he could put the spirit in you, and it may not be alike to the father, and he might go to Yahweh and his father might not. So, you know, it's all diverse, but it's giving you that sense to know, you know, like if you got a child and you got a son, you know, raise them to be better. You know, if you don't have a child, you know, honor your parents and do better. Even if they was wicked, honor them by doing better. Honor your mother and your father, you know. So, and most importantly, honor Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So when you on your own, you know, that don't mean do wickedly because you by yourself and bad things is happening to you, so you do bad things to people. No, even if you don't have your parents around, still honor honor the Father, which is Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So when you by yourself, you figure out things that you can do right, you know, or you help the people that are around you, because we all got family, we all got friends. Most of us are normal, you know, and then some of us are by ourselves. But, you know, ultimately, you still got people around you. But, you know, the Most High, sometimes he want to pull you to the side and work on you individually. So, you know, it be like that, though. You can still be a loner and be by yourself and still have family, and you still got friends here and there, you know, but not so many. And if you got family around, you know, you deal with them to a certain extent, but not so much. They got to learn on their own, too. They got to survive on their own, too. They can't just always depend on you because they know you're the strongest. That's what we call the light, you know, or the white clothing, you know. It's not like it's a prelude to that. It's people that's walking around with this light on them. And these people are the people that came back to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. And the more you worship Yahweh, the more you become like him, and spirits, which are people and spirits, they can see the light on you. Yeah, they can see the light on you, you know, and they would consider you a leader, no matter, even if you're not the strongest, you know, they could still consider you a leader because of the things that you do and your characteristics and how you do shit, you know. So overall, I'm just saying that people can see that light on you and they will follow you. They will stay close to you, you know, even if they get on your nerves, even if they annoying at times, they still know, like, this nigga, it's something about him that make me want to be by his side. It's something about him that if I don't have him around, my life could fall apart. Bad things can happen. It's like, or if I don't change my way, or he is an example of a person changing and being with Yahweh Shem Yahushai, maybe I should do the same thing that he do, you know. So ultimately, you know, people like that, you have people like that will watch you. You got that, certain people gain that light, and people can't help but to notice it. You like that. Yahweh Israel is a delicate woman. Yes, he is. Yes, she is. So it says, excellent speech is not becoming to a fool. It says, much less lying lips to a prince. That's right. Excellent speech is not becoming to a fool, much less lying lips to a prince. Excellent speech is not becoming to a fool, much less lying lips to a prince. Now that one is a deep one. It's so deep, I don't understand it. I'm not going to try to break that down either. When the prophets talk about it one day, then I understand it. A present is a precious stone in the eyes of its possessor. Wherever he turns, he prospers. It says a present is a precious stone in the eyes of its possessor. Wherever he turns, he prospers. Yet another one. I don't know it all, you know. Ain't nothing wrong with that. He who covers a transgression seeks love, but he who repeats a matter separates friends. That's right. that can break down friendships too. You just being a person that making mistakes, or starting problems, that you being an enemy, or you being wicked, sometimes it ain't always good. And this go out to the wicked brothers of Israel. A lot of wicked brothers, over time, the more wicked that you do, the Most High may have mercy on you, because you may not know better. But it get to a certain point to where Yahweh, the Almighty, he get tired of you doing wickedness, and doors start closing on you. People stop coming to help you. People stop caring about you. People stop having mercy on you. And in time, people will leave you alone, man. People stop fucking with you, man, because you an evil ass bitch, and you think that you convinced in your mind that evil is good. You really are. So the more evil you do, the more good you get out of people, or out of any situation and out of life. And there are rules to this game. There are rules to the kingdom. There are rules to the earth, and Yahweh just don't flow with that, And like the Most High say, he could put all this evilness on your plate, and then one day you just gotta pay. And he gonna make you pay with your life, because you can't afford to replace it with works, because you don't have none. So that's what you do. If you done wickedness, you come out here, you do the best that you can on the highways and byways, and you put in your works. You go out, you go out to preach, and whoever listening, they listening. But overall, you gotta have works, and you gotta have good deeds to replace those sins. That way, when the Most High see it, and he see your wickedness, and he see your works replaced it, he don't have to destroy you. So now, but if you don't have nothing to replace those wicked sins and those wicked actions and those things that you do, then you got to pay with your life. Ultimately, the wages of sin is death. So that right there is one thing that the wicked aren't looking at. In time, these wicked, evil people, especially of our brothers and sisters, these wicked and evil people, they gonna get their just due, and some of them really do. They get, some of them, it happened to them, and they never thought it would happen to them. And some of them just didn't care, without any awareness that something would happen to them, And that's another thing. You got to be aware, man. You can't just be no evil. You can't just do evil and feel like it ain't no rules. It's rules, and it's shit going on that where even your wicked ass got to follow. And if you don't, the Most High will straighten you out, And he'll lead you to that exit of life. And then you gone just like that. The game is over. So overall, these wicked people, they in time, people stop fucking with them, man. It's not good to be evil, man. It's really not. In time, you pay that sacrifice, and people will just leave you alone. You stop getting blessings. And then on top of that, you got motherfuckers that you done started shit with. You done broken up friendships. Now these motherfuckers feel like it's personal, and they will come to attack you. They will literally retaliate off of whatever action you done, you done fought them, you done beat your friend up to impress other friends. You was talking shit about this person, and this person done been down with you from day one, You can get cut off for that. And that's one thing that wicked people hate is loneliness, but they feel like they are sentimental. They like women. They want to be in everybody's face. The wicked is like that. They always into something going on. They always doing something. They always starting something, And over time, what they don't understand is that not everybody is wicked, and people perceive that, and in time, people just leave these evil ass people alone, and that's exactly what's gonna happen to our main oppressor, the white man. All that evilness and shit that he doing, he think that in his mind, he think that people think that it's cool, to where even if he doing evil, people gonna feel sorry for him, and they gonna still do good by him. And in time, people not gonna fly with that shit. In time, people gonna start attacking him. Doors gonna start closing on him. He gonna get left alone in his wickedness. And that's exactly what it's coming to. So overall, a lot of these niggas that's wicked and that's evil and that's fucked up, a lot of people, the Most High just start cutting them off. They can be by themselves and be wicked, be on their own and be wicked. Oh well, shit, you just not gonna have nothing. And in time, the Most High come and he'll take you away. And that's how it happens. Be an old man that die a horrible, harsh death with nobody around, lonely, overweight, but your ass was evil to the very end. And you finally realize the truth. You finally realize the truth on your deathbed. You got people really like that when God come for you. It says, rebuke is more effective for a wise man than 100 blows on a fool. That's right. Sometimes it's good. You got to push people away, man. You got to cut niggas off, man. Sometimes you got to get rid of all your friends, man. Fuck it, man. Y'all niggas not into what I'm into, or I'm just riding with y'all just to be in y'all face, just to do something, just to look cool, and y'all not good people, I gotta get rid of y'all, man. Y'all gonna hinder me, or something can happen to me, and then I end up getting killed or injured, or I end up looking a certain way. Sometimes that's how I feel. I just cut people off. Like, you cool and all that, but I gotta get on with my life, you know? Like, yo, you're not that important. Y'all not that important unless you, like, I consider you a real good friend and you're a real good person, you know, which is rare, you know, or the type of person that I want around me, which is rare, you know. Until then, I'm not gonna have friends. I'm gonna be a real nigga, and I'm gonna stay on my own, and I'm gonna build myself up, and I'm gonna get stronger, I'm gonna get better. And shit, I don't need people up in my face to change. No, I don't. And a majority of these niggas is weird and they wicked. So you gotta be careful who you kick it with. You gotta be really cautious. You gotta really know these niggas, man. If not, then stay away from them. Most of these niggas is into gang mentality. Some of them are jealous all the fucking time. Some of them are drug addicts, so they unpredictable, you know. Some of them got it out for you and you don't even know it, you know. Some of these motherfuckers just don't like you, and they still want to be your friend anyway to see what they can get out of you. Oh, users is the main one. You gotta be careful. A nigga be your friend just to use your resources. Like some of these niggas is masculine but feminine at the same time. They want to see what they can get out of you, and if you let them, they gonna try to use you. Hell, they gonna try to lean on you until they break you and you can't do it no more. But at least they got something out of you, you know. So keep your guard up, man. Sometimes it's good to cut friends off and be on your own, be by yourself. That is how you dig deep within yourself and you become stronger. And sometimes it's predestined for you. You know, the Most High may cut you off from the world. You may not fare so well. You may not be good at making friends. You might not be that nigga that girls want to be around at that time, you know. You might have niggas around you that's against you, even though they consider you consider you a friend or a homie, you know. You might have friends that just come and go, you know. You might not fare too well. That's because yahawa got it predestined for you to be by yourself, and it's the greatest thing ever. Take that shit and run with that shit. Comfortability is the worst mistake you can have in your life. Don't get too comfortable. Work hard, play later. That shit is a real saying, and it took me time to get me to realize that. Work hard, play later. You feel me? So that's another thing. Or change. Because we not perfect, and we was never meant to be perfect in this world. When change come, you take that and you run with it. That's one of the gifts that Yahweh give you, is the power to change, to become a better person, to do better, to work on other things. There's plenty of more to life than what you see in your face every day. The Most High say you got to look at the spiritual. Yahweh say you got to look at the spiritual side of things. Work on the things that you can't see, you know. Work on the things that matter, you know. Work on, instead of the stuff that you see that don't matter. It's going to be here. Like per se, like right now, you know, I'm by myself, but what am I doing? Constructive things. I'm exercising every day. I listen to the prophets when I want to. You know, I go out and I read the Bible. I'm working on my car, getting my car back together. I don't need nobody in my way. And being in this world is costly sometimes, you know. Shoot, the most thing that you'll probably need is a woman here and there. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Let's be real. You might have some friends or two. You know, it ain't nothing wrong with that. You're normal. But overall, be by yourself. Look within yourself. Don't let that become a hindrance to where it's stopping you from taking that change. And sometimes it's just predestined for you to be by yourself. Cry, get it on out the fucking way. But bulk up and become a man. Yep, get that shit out. Bulk up and become a man. Get on, because in the end, you're going to be stronger than a lot of niggas that you see in front of you. And a nigga's going to admire you because you changed and you became stronger. Niggas going to be jealous of you. Niggas going to be hating you because Yahweh put you in favor. And these spirits, they are aware of that. Yes, they are aware. Amen to that. Amen to those prophets and those brothers that the Most High did put in favor. Amen to them, because them the ones that's doing everything in their power to change, everything in their power to be a better person, doing the best that they can in the eyes of the Lord to become strong, you know. And the Most High is allowing them, so God putting that glow on them, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Shoot, if anything, I admire it and I try to be like them. Shoot, sometimes, hey, I'll never be as smart as they will, but you know, I can be a man of God too, to the best of my abilities. And that's important. An evil man seeks only rebellion. That's right. Therefore, a cruel messenger will be sent against him. And messenger means angel, you know. So, I'm trying to tell you, it's a spiritual side to a lot of shit, man. You got to be subconscious about it. The wicked people ain't subconscious about it. They don't know about these spirits that's following. They don't know about these angels that's walking around them daily. It's rules to all this shit. It's rules to everything. The things that you can see and the things that you can't see. It's the reason why the things that you can't see are there for a reason. They always in the works. It's always out of balance. You know, so you got these angels and you got these spirits that report back to the angels to see if they can touch you or not. You know, and the angels report to Yahawa Shai. And Yahawa Shai report to Yahawa Shai, and that's how that go. And if Yahawa Shai don't feel like you a good person, he can send it down to Yahawa Shai can send it down to the powers can send it to the messengers, and the messengers can send it to these demonic spirits, you know, that'll come out and get you. They'll hop into somebody and come get you, you know? And why you think these weird murders be happening, to where a random man can stab like 2-3 people for no reason, just because he a trip off a drug, or you get into it with your woman and your woman is refusing to have a fallout with you, so she kill you in order to keep you. Shit like that can happen. The Most High can send spirits after you, bro. You doing a drug and you find the drug popped the wrong way and you overdose. The Most High put spirits to come after you. Oh, you done killed somebody? Well, it's a group of niggas that's coming to kill you. Multiple spirits that's coming after you to take you out, to get rid of you. You know, and these wicked people, they act like they don't see the day. But if you noticed, a lot of wicked people, they in the ground right now, you know? So it's not good to be wicked, man. You'll see what happened to the evil people. They go to sleep. God put them to sleep in time. They don't last too long. Their days be hella short, man. Super short. So short that to the point to where you'll feel sorry how fast Yahweh took them out. They dying at a young age. The Most High do not care. He don't care. If you're not a good person, you're not into him, you can go, for sure. You can go. So be careful. You attend angels unaware. Be careful. You got angels walking around following you. Sometimes they can turn into a person to test you, you know. Sometimes they watch your actions and how you treat other people or how you treat yourself. And true, they'll go up there and they'll tell on you. And then they'll come back down here and do something. They'll come for you. They'll do something about that shit, man. Yahweh will have shit done, you know. You might be beating up on this innocent person, and the next thing you know, somebody come and they attack you, or you end up in jail and they come and rape you, they come and hurt you. All because of behind what you did to one person, and it wasn't even bad towards you. You know, shit like that, God don't like it, you know? Or he'll allow you to be evil because he know the evil is too much for you. So you'll rot, you know what I'm saying? You'll just do wickedly, you know, or so many drugs and so much gangbanging to 10, 20 years later, you still doing it and you a bum and you homeless. You still doing drugs, you still gangbanging. That's wickedness rotting inside of you. You just chose not to get rid of it. So now you see what becomes of people. It can literally destroy you, like, and you can stay alive. Because everybody know that living is a good thing, but it's a living hell for us Israelites. And it's certain things that's worse than death, for real. Most High can catch you with a bullet, make you brain damage, but you still alive. Now you stuck as a vegetable for the rest of your life for all the sins that you've done. To be made a mockery and humiliated until you finally die. But you was evil your whole life. You was a gangster, right? You was hard, huh? But overall, at the end of the day, the Most High still served justice on your ass. Amen to that. It says, let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs rather than a fool in his folly. Let a man meet a bear robbed of her cubs rather than a fool in his folly. Right, watch out for stupid people. I'd rather deal with that bear than a dumb person constantly every day doing stupid shit, being childish, being a fool, you know? I'd rather deal with that. Because in time, the bear gonna stop chasing you and go back to her cubs. A fool not. He gonna keep bothering, he gonna keep harassing you till either something happened to him, you do something to him, you know what I'm saying? Or overall, you know, Yahweh just move them out the way. Because you got people like that got that spirit or that curse of stupidity. Watch out for them people. And there's a lot of dumb niggas like that. Like dumb niggas that feel like they of age and they 26 and they acting like a grown man trying to tell you what to do, but you way older than them. You feel me? That's a stupid spirit, you know. Or a gangbanger that feel like, you know, he can talk shit and he can bully you and he can dance, he can and he can ha around you and all that. You won't do nothing to him. That's a dumb spirit, you know. Sometimes they'll set you up, you know. But you got to be observant. You got to be, watching out for that, because sometimes you could do shit and it could be the wrong time. You could sock a nigga out on your job and get fired for that. The spirits stupid spirits can set you up. It's many diverse spirits, so be careful and look out for that. It's hard for me to get deep into it for me to put the words together, but you get my point. You get my point. It says, whoever rewards evil for good, evil will not depart from his house. That's right. Evil is a spirit, and over time it can corrupt you, and it can rot you from the inside. And you can see what becomes of evil people that are wicked. You see what becomes of them. Some of them end up homeless. Some of them end up forever struggling. Most of them don't have no friends. Some of them be addicted off drugs from peer pressure and wanting to be like everybody else. Some of them are in the cemetery. They dead, gone. Some of them are blinded and corrupted, never to see anything again. Like, and this is spiritual blindness. This ain't just regular blindness. No, being spiritually blind is a very bad state of mind. Really bad. Never to see the truth. Never to understand yahawa. That's bad too. So look, that's another thing. It's not good to be evil in time you pay the price. You being by yourself, you start to see the whole world differently. If you see through the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and have that understanding and be like-minded of him, you see the world in a completely different fashion, We all human, we all make mistakes, but overall, try to follow Yahweh to the best that you can, The beginning of strife is like releasing water. Therefore, stop contention before a quarrel starts. That's right. Soft words turn away wrath. That's right. Instead of you getting mad at a person, try to avoid it, Try to be apologetic, try to be nice. And most of the time, that does diffuse fights, He who justifies the wicked and he who condemns the just, both of them are like an abomination to Yahweh. That's right, fake people. They like evil rather than good, And that is an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That is wickedness to the Lord. And you just won't give this guy his just due, You just won't give him his respect. You just keep disrespecting him until, God do something to you. Just be careful. Observe that. Watch over that shit, because that shit right there is a plus too. You got wicked people like that. It says, why is there in the hand of a fool the purchase price of wisdom, since he has no heart for it? That's right. You can meet a wicked man that's a doctor, or you can meet a wicked man that's a teacher. You can meet a wicked person that's a college student, and the Most High give them that power for a reason, He could give a wicked person simply a lot of money. He do it to her for a reason, and that type of shit, it just makes them exploit themselves for what they really are. And it can destroy them. So, but that is an interesting question too. Or sometimes the Lord to give a wicked person the truth to see what they'll do with it. Sometimes it's about the truth. And not a lot of wicked people, they forget about the Lord. They slander Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They'll shake your hand and they'll pray with you, and then at the same, they'll turn around one day and attack you. And you got wicked people that believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua but twist the words up, They add stuff to it that don't exist. You feel me? Watch out for them, because that's what the prophets are dealing with. Other prophets that are twisting the word up, giving the perspectives like all people in around the world can be saved. The right names of Yahweh Shem Yahushua and his son Yahushua, or you going to hell, you're going to fall straight into the underground world, where it's going to be eternal suffering. You'll never see God again. The rape doctrine. It's all kind of shit that's going on, All kind of weird ass people that'll twist the truth up. And that's what the prophets is dealing with. A lot of prophets is dealing with that shit. Just wicked people, backwards people. And their hearts is not in it. The Lord will know if your heart is in it, It says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. It says, a man devoid of understanding shakes his hand in pledge and becomes surety for his friend. Well, that happens a lot too. It says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity. Hey, that is true. I ain't even gonna lie. That finally hit me. That is true. Yes, yes, it is. And between brothers is competition. You know, you learn that from Cain and Abel. You learn that from Jacob and Esau in the Bible. It's straight competition. Whoever's the strongest wins. But sometimes it's all about destiny, you know, or the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. If they already written in the will to overcome, they gonna overcome. And no matter what this brother will do, it's not gonna matter, because he was designed to be that contender, to be against him, to be, you know, the hater, and the so to speak, you know. Because I know my brother, me and my brother, we at peace right now. You know, we cool. But, you know, before we was against one another. And I was the good brother and he was the bad brother. It's a balance to everything, you know. I was the one that was prayerful and finally changed. My brother is the one that went back into smoking, into doing what he had to doing whatever he want to do. You know, but I mean, we all do it. I've done it. You know, I'm not nobody perfect, but I'm just saying, you know, all that matters is the person that the Most High is looking at, the ones that will grow, will change, you know, and them the ones that's in God's will, that's meant to be the better brother, you know, because the Most High can't put two brothers in between each other like he did with Esau and Jacob. One came out red and then one came out black, and the one was cursed to rule the world, you know, but the other one was the one that's gonna rule the world after him and take over everything, and he was gonna serve, and his other brother that ruled the world first was gonna serve him, and the other brother was destined to have the world for eternity. This brother only had the world for a short time. And in the eyes of the Lord, trust me, it's only been 2 days in time, in 2 days. And in the eyes of Yahweh, 1 day is 1,000 years in the eyes of the Lord, you know? So it ain't been that long. It's been very short. Been a couple of hours. 48 hours, you know, in spiritual time. You know, but overall, you know, the Most High got his favorites and the Most High got the ones that he don't like. And ain't nothing wrong with that. Even if the brother did have the spirit, he would favor you more, you know, because your determination, your strength, your desire to push forward, your desire to make yourself right, to please yourself in front of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, to do better, you know. So with that being said, call on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And name Yahushua is just certain components that you need, you know, so you can understand, you know, it's okay to be by yourself. It's okay to look within yourself. You know, it's okay for you to change. Stop letting things get in your way. Find out ways to become stronger, to become a better person, become a better man of the Lord. Please, Yahweh Shem Yahushua first. Be careful what you ask for, you know. Be strong. Don't be no weird, soft-ass woman like nigga, you know, and expect for people to have mercy, and expect for people to be on your side and being in people's face all day and not working on yourself and not taking charge and not pushing forward. You a goddamn man. I used to be like that when I was younger, so, you know, I used to be all feminine and shit. I used to be all sad and shit and all, you know, soft and shit and all small and all skinny. And then, you know, the Most High put ideas in my head. He put change in my heart. He put, you know, some strength in me, you know. He made me ask for it. He made me want certain things that would require me to become a better man, to become a wiser man, to become a stronger man. He gave me that understanding that the world is a wicked ass place, you know, and that everything that you do and everybody is against you half the time, you know, and you make motherfuckers, you make motherfuckers earn your respect. You make a woman look at you, you know what I'm saying? You make niggas humble niggas when you come through. You know, this is a man of the Lord. This is what you do, because you're still in the game of life, you know. So you got to be able to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. You know, where another nigga is failing at, you do better at to the best that you can, you know. Work on your body, work on your mind, work on your heart. Do better, be stronger, you know. You want Yahweh to have mercy on you and make you do better, you follow his rules to the best you can. You want those niggas to respect you, you do what you gotta do to change, you know. You want women to like you, you want them to be attracted to you, then follow the Yahweh Baal Shem Yahushua's rules and his plans, and it's gonna make you so much better. You're gonna be thanking Yahweh every day, because I know I do, and amen to that, you know, because he made me a better man. He made me put off the old man, put on the new man, and become a stronger man at the end of the day. And that is a-okay for me, because that's exactly what I wanted. And me being young-minded and me being childlike, I didn't know all that about the world, but the Most High had to step in and teach me about all that. And it wasn't easy at all. Hell no, it wasn't easy. It's not supposed to be easy. It's no easy feat, you know. But overall, if the Most High put in your heart for determination, you ask him for focus, you ask him for the shit that's right, over time, he gonna give it to you, and he gonna establish that and allow you to move forward. Because you're not in control of your own body. Always remember that. The Lord is always in control. And you got to go to him to ask for anything, you know? And call on Yahawa Bashem Yahushai, in the name of Yahushai. And with that, Shalom, I'm out. Peace. Enjoy your beautiful, hot summer day. Well, pretty much it is summer. We're at the end of spring. We're at the end of the Passover season. And everything is renewed and everything is ready to heat up. And, you know, Shalom, enjoy your day. Focus on yourself. And that's that. And I'm out of here. I got to finish my own workout.